And also, if you want to, you can do some online advertisement. We want you to spend as little money as possible, but sometimes, it takes money to make money. Sometimes you can start with little. That's what I did. So with like Google advertisements, any type of advertisements from the different spaces. I think Yelp was someone that someone said they had good reviews with, Thumbtack, etc. Things like that, where you have to kind of pay a little bit in order to get some leads. So you may have to. That's not a must. I didn't spend a lot to get started. I kind of just built it up over time. But you will. That is very important to have a strategic way as far as your marketing and advertisement. And don't forget social media, Facebook, Instagram, those type of platforms where you can get your name out there again, even if it's with your clients or with other notaries, because both can lead to you having clients. So that's it for marketing advertisement.
Okay. And again, I don't want you marketing, guys. We do not want you marketing and you don't know what to do. I get this question a lot. People put the cart before the horse. What does that mean? The cart goes behind the horse. The horse pulls the cart, right? Typically when you watch an old Western or something. So don't go out advertising and you don't know what to do. What most people do is they get their commission, they get their supplies, they start advertising immediately because they're all excited. Right now I have people in the mentor programs and they are so excited to get started, but they're just not ready yet. So it's hard, and I know, because especially when you're so excited and you want this thing to pop off and you're ready to get going, but please don't start doing any notarizations or even attempting to, and you really don't know what you're doing. It will cost you in the long run. Mm-hmm. So I know you're excited. I got somebody right now, they're so pumped up, and I'm pumped up for them. I feel their excitement, but it's like, no, please pump the brakes. We got to get you trained and ready to go. Can you imagine someone, their whole life they want to be a doctor, right? Their whole life they want to be a doctor, and they're like, you know what, I'm just going to go and do it. What? No, you got to get trained. It takes years. Now, it's not going to take you years to be a notary, but the point is, I know the desire is there. I know you want to, but if you're not ready, don't do it. Okay. Don't just start marketing and then go to Facebook for help. I see that a lot too. Hey, I just started. This is my first one. Can you tell me what to put here? And it's something as simple as write your name.
Right.
Sign the document. Stamp the document, So just please believe us when we tell you. We want you to be successful. And again, you hear us say it all the time. We're in the slow cooked meals around here. So it's going to happen, but it's not going to take you 2 years. But don't just go get the commission because the state said you can and start marketing. Okay, Angela, what is our next number 5?
Transportation expenses. And so this is very important that you know how to have your transportation expenses built into your notary, what you're going to charge the client. We're offering mobile notary services. Remember that. So you have to factor in the costs for those services related to transportation. You have to use your gas, and how much gas you use is going to depend on the distance you drive. And sometimes some people have a set distance as how far they will go. Some people maybe say, well, I'm not going more than 10 miles or 20 miles. I've gone 40 or 50 miles. So even from 10 miles to 50 miles or however, you want to make sure that those transportation costs are factored into what you're going to charge the client. And in saying that, I'm going to backtrack to this is where notary training comes in, because you also need to know, does your state allow you to factor that in? And so those are some of the things that come along with training. And so we have to remember we have vehicle maintenance. So when you're driving your car to all over these places, you're going to have to get oil changes. If your car breaks, you're going to have to get it fixed. All that is factored into transportation expenses. And as Kim mentioned, with the notary insurance, you have to have car insurance in order to drive your car. So in order to be a mobile notary, you have to have a car most of the time, unless you're in a city that has good transportation. But you also have to factor in the fact that I have to have insurance on my car in order to do this business. And so these costs are going to be based on location, distance. So you have to decide what you want your business model to be as far as what you're going to charge for all those different services. So research your area. I have a budget. A lot of times I go over my budget, during the month, because if business is busier one month or one week than the other, then your budget is going to be different. But the key is that make sure you are budgeting the cost of your maintenance and transportation into what your notary fees are going to be. And so that's very important. If you don't do that, you're going to lose out. And so you're not going to be profitable in your business if you don't make sure you do that. And like I mentioned earlier, that's where training comes into play, because then we let you know how to charge your services and all of that. So you got to know, it's very important that you know how to maintain good records for that, and also how to charge for the services, factoring in your transportation costs.
And along with that, for the keeping account of your records and everything, I'm going to recommend Notary Gadget is what we all use. Angela, I think, has her own system. I'm not sure, but I know Alexis and I use it. And it gives you a way to keep account of your general notary work, your loan signing work, your ink fingerprinting, your proctoring, all of that. You can create different entries for it. And they give you the first 15 signings for free. And again, I do have an affiliate link, but of course, over at notaryeducatorsllc.com. So check that out too, okay, as far as keeping up with those expenses. And to Angela's point, you got to know those expenses, because that's going to help you factor that pricing. And if you don't know how to price, I do have the pricing book that I wrote that help give you some things to think about. And it's called Pricing Your Notary Services. Let's talk about the money. And then also in each session with Alexis and Angela, the classes that are being offered for July, we actually talk about the pricing for your specific state. Okay, we get into the pricing, especially that general notary work. So we're all pretty big on general notary work over here, not just loan signings, but we teach you how to do everything. Apostilles, loan signings, ink fingerprinting, you name it, we got you covered. Okay. So let's recap it in a nice bow for everybody, and then we will get your questions, okay? So the top 5 things that we recommended tonight to get started are your commission, your notary commission, stay specific, may include a background check, your notary supplies. We included the link, notaryeducatorsllc.com. Check under the supply section. Number 3 is your insurance and bond, depending on what state you're in. Marketing and advertising, which is going to be like your Google My Business page, business cards, etc. to get started. And don't forget, number 2 also included training. Okay, we cannot skip training. We have to know what we're doing. Either you're going to self-teach or you're going to let us help you do it the express way, right? Express. It took us years to learn some stuff. We can give it to you in an hour or 2.
Yeah.
All right. Yes.
I was gonna say, if you need assistance with figuring out what direction you want to go, because there's so many options, we want to make sure you choose the right thing that you're ready for. Just reach out to us, and we'll definitely assist you and get you in the right track to get your business going.
Yep. Contact us at notaryeducatorsllc.com. There's a contact us button, okay? Mm-hmm. And we'll get back to you normally the same day. Mm-hmm. If you're unsure. The descriptions for the courses, though, are very succinct and very clear. So you should be able to kind of take your time with the website, play around with it, and see what you think is best for you. Do you prefer live training, self-paced? Okay. Mm-hmm. Which membership program do you need to be in based on what where you are in your notary business? Okay. So number 3 again was going to be that insurance/bond. Marketing and advertising, we talked about that. And number 5 is going to be transportation expenses, okay? So transportation/accounting method. So that's what we got for you tonight on the notary costs and how to get started, your basic steps. And we will be going back to basics on a lot of the videos and stuff now. There were the lives and everything, because we find a lot of new people have come into the industry. So we're going to go back to basics. And we'll be covering, what is the insurance? What are the supplies? A little bit deeper dive and stuff, okay? So let's get back into our comments. We're going to welcome everyone officially. We won't go back and greet everybody. So we'll say hey to everybody. Welcome, welcome.